prescribe some medication, and it's really important to take the medication if you're going through that.
Talking
The
to
doctor prescribes it.
Dr. Berman on Shamea's surrogacy journey. Really quickly, Shanina, my other just curious question. This is your third surrogacy.
Correct.
We're talking about postpartum, and you're like having this child, and then like, all right, bye.
Yeah. Luckily for me, I've never experienced postpartum depression in my own pregnancies or any of the surrogacy journeys. Most
So you
times,
don't miss this child that you were.
no, like I have already planned out my year from delivery till the rest of the year of travel. I mean, I have my own kids that I'm heavily involved in, and so I just have never. I'm very thankful that has never been a part of my journey.
Okay.
Doctor, can you have postpartum if you've been 35 years?
Postpartum 35 years later.
Oh, girl.
That would be post.
Triple decade postpartum.
Crazy.
Yes, indeed. Dr. Berman in the building with Shamea's surrogacy journey. We coming back with more sis.
That's right. Yes, we are. More questions. We took a lot of calls during the break. Call us up. You might have something. It don't have to be aired. I mean, we can just talk to you offline about whatever questions you might have about your journey into motherhood or fatherhood. 404-741-WVEE is the number. Stick around. More about this surrogacy journey right here on V103. Oh, this I thought you were saying like I'm like because I thought you were saying wrap it up. Yeah. No. Yes.
But next week it's
Okay. Yeah, guys. So, any questions for Dr. Berman?
Oh, okay. That was nice. I love this sweatshirt.
Hey, you guys, I got a call, okay? All right.
We got a call.
Shamea, line 1, Ebony in Lawrenceville.
Got my best friend Ebony calling from Lawrenceville. What's your question?
Hey, Shamea, I don't have a question, but I want to take the time to thank you so much for using your platform to talk about things like this. As a fertility warrior, I just want to say thank you. I wish you was around 4 years ago when I went through my own first infertility struggles and letting people know it's okay to choose different options. You're a mom no matter how you deliver your baby.
That's right.
Thank you so much.
Oh, well, I appreciate you calling me and telling me that. It makes me feel good, and it makes me feel like the journey, it's worthwhile sharing it with you. So thank you, and continue to tune in, tell people to listen in, because you just don't know how you bless somebody.
You're providing a great
Thank you
service.
so much.
Thank you.
Fertility warrior gang.
They out there.
Yeah, I always say, you change one person's life, then,
Yeah,
it's
to,
worth
to
it.
share it this extent. Like, we share,
What's your
but we
name?
didn't share, like, this much.
Right.
It really, really helps. It really, really helps
Hold on for
people.
me,
So
Lynn.
when you were like, you want to share? Sure.
All right, y'all, I got one more. Rich, line 1, Lynn in Atlanta.
Hey, Lynn in Atlanta. What's your question for us, best friend?
I just have a question. I just want to know if for the birth certificate, which person will be on the birth certificate, the surrogate or the mother?
So the legal work is done ahead of time. So the hospital has all the information. So Shamea and Gerald will be on the birth certificate. Shadina will not.
Yes. And we were just talking about that yesterday, making sure we had all of our necessary papers in place so we can take them to the hospital so that way we are ready when baby comes to make sure that is an easy transition for them.
And that's why when you do this, you need an expert reproductive law attorney.
Yes.
That's right.
There's a lot to this.
Yeah. It's more than just pregnant,
Yeah, 'cause
hear baby, go home. There's a lot of logistics to
You
it.
literally get promoted.
It's a team sport.
Yes.
That's right.
Think about it, Miss Pat. If you don't have the lawyer, what if Shadina now starts acting like it's her baby?
Or if I just go MIA.
Then Shamea called me.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the good point about having a surrogacy agency as well. Like, we manage all of those logistics
Do people
for you.
run off with people, baby?
No.
Okay.
People don't do that.
What?
Well, there was a case in I think it was
Long time
1983 in New Jersey. Of course, it was in New Jersey, right?
Of course. What happened?
So, this is a long story. You want me to tell?
Yes.
A long, long time ago, there were no such thing as egg donation, and when a woman her eggs were not able to create pregnancy, they used what's called traditional surrogates. So they did an artificial insemination with the dad's sperm and the surrogate.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So it was her eggs, and she was carrying the baby. And this was ancient days of fertility medicine. So they didn't involve psychologists. They did involve attorneys, but the attorneys didn't have the base of knowledge that they have now. So this woman did not have a psychological screening, and her name was, what was her name? Mary Beth Whitehead. And she, after she delivered the baby, the parents took the baby home, and she called them frantic. She said, "I'm just feeling really, really, really sad, and can I spend some time with the baby?" So they brought the baby to her house, and she and her husband and children absconded. They fled to Florida.
What?
And there was, you look it up,
Oh,
it's the
that's
baby
so
M
sad.
case. It lasted for years. It was, and then psychologists came and interviewed her for the court case because she sued for custody.
Right.
And psychologists came and interviewed her and found that she had some very serious mental health issues.
She should have never been
I carry
carrying
yeah.
that.
Right, but they didn't use psychologists. Though.
Oh, that's so
did
sad.
people get the baby back?
They did.
How old was the baby?
The people kept the baby because the father was the genetic father
Right.
according to the courts.
No, but
But
did she run off with the baby to
She
Florida?
did, and then they got her back.
They got her. I was
They
hoping
got-
she didn't raise her for a while.
No, they got her back, and then they did this whole custody case.
Mm.
And it dragged on for years. And for that
Wow.
reason, surrogacy was illegal in New Jersey until very recently.
Wow.
Actually, New York is, I'm not sure if it's.
So
legal in
I have a
Jersey.
question on my timeline. As Tressie one says, do postpartum depression go away, or do you go into deeper depression if it's untreated?
It's dangerous. It's not something that you want to leave untreated because, it's all depressions are potentially lethal, right?
How do you treat postpartum, or what's the best way?
You need to see a therapist, and you need to see and see a psychiatrist or your primary care or your OBGYN for medicine. And you don't want to mess around with that. It's very serious. It could be serious. Sometimes it's
Are the
just
medications
flu.
addictive?
No, not at all.
Shadina, they're asking, do you get emotionally attached, and if do, how do you get unemotionally attached?
Yeah, I get asked that question all the time. I don't have this mommy baby feel with the babies that I carry. Of course, like during this time, we're nurturing her, we're talking to her, we're reading to her, we're helping her thrive throughout the pregnancy. But when she delivers, that's what does it for me as a gestational carrier, is for me to see her go into Shamea and Gerald's arms for the first time. Like, that's the full fulfillment in the surrogacy journey.
So you're a super babysitter.
I'm a super babysitter.
That's exactly what
Yes,
she is. She's
yes,
a babysitter.
yes.
And I want the mom and this gestational carrier to attach to each other. Because that helps the gestational carrier say, this is not my baby, this is the baby for someone who I really care about.
Right.
Yes.
That's right.
So no, there's no baby mommy feel for me. There's, we're working together to have a healthy relationship throughout the pregnancy, a healthy delivery, and to get home
Hi
to our
from
family
Madrid,
safely.
Spain. So this is a question. So mom wife Chacos says, I've been dealing with it for about 8 years. I cry often and think the worst and just want my kids close to me at all times.
Yeah, so 8 years may be just a different kind of depression that's not necessarily hormonally related, but it's so important for you to talk to your doctor or to find a really good mental health professional. In order to
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Please do that
Please,
for
yeah.
us.
You could only learn to move
See,
around.
I know.
Just
Good
like-
morning, Mrs.
All right,
23 ATL.
do surrogate, hold on, let me turn the camera around for this one. I know the answer, but I want to see
What?
your face. Do surrogates get ball pit?
I'm leaving that to Shadina.
According to Shamea, yes. But yeah,
Okay.
they do.
Okay, cool.
Is there a range?
There is a range. So right now we see carriers asking for anywhere as little as 40K to I've seen some ask for as much as 120K.
Yeah. I've seen the ones that have asked for about 122.
I ain't saying
And they be real good though. They be worth every dime.
Maybe what y'all call them, model gestational carriers?
They are model
they call them something like
gestational
that.
carriers.
Yeah, and you know, it's people who have done this before and had successful journeys
They
are
tend to ask for
likely to
more.
get paid more.
Their
And
experience.
I
Yes.
just want to put kind of, and Shadina knows this as well as I do, that not everybody is cut out for this.
Right.
There you go.
And anybody who's
Not
already,
everybody cut out to be parents, though.
that's true.
And,
That's
True.
and honestly, when you're being screened as a gestational carrier, if you're coming in the door and it's solely about the money that you're going to make, this is probably not the right thing for you to be doing.
It's definitely not the right thing. for you to
Definitely
do.
not. Yeah.
You know,
They're-
that would have been. I would have been good for that. You know, back in the day, because I'd have gave you all my kids right now. You can have them all.
Yeah.
So I've heard gestational carriers tell me, you know, I did not get postpartum. I did not get attached. I was like, oh, wow, I have this wonderful, you know, I can give this wonderful, amazing gift to the people I care about. And I can get a full night's sleep tomorrow. Yay.
I'm looking
Yes.
forward to it.
So we
Questions?
have
Answers?
right here.
Yes, Miss Pat is crazy.
You can either want to
What up, White Rock?
close out or you can
What up, Freaky D?
and then use the calls at 9:45. But then you'll like feel free to take a close out with them too to add on the end.
What do you think we should do?
Oh,
Or
What? Which one?
Dina.
Mm-hmm.
okay, what do you
You have a
intend
question,
to do
in
right here?
particular?
I guess we could. I mean, honestly,
Okay.
we have so many questions. I mean, people
We
are
either
like.
have a life partner slash man, whatever.
So, yeah,
and
so,
how
I mean,
does it
honestly,
feel
I'll
about
let you make that
having
call.
all these other
And just
people?
tell me how you want to go. We can
So
do.
my question
I
to you is-
that's a
Because we
great
pre-tape the
question.
call and-
So I
What
have
here's my question.
a co-parent.
What is your
Oh.
content?
So we was married before, not married. So we co-parent
Only
very
2 minutes.
well. But I don't know if we are in like
Yeah, so maybe we-
relationship
'cause we
status
got a
because
couple-
of
we
the
got a couple
surrogacy
calls,
that I
don't
have
we?
going on. We just co-parent. He's
And
just
9
very
to 11
supportive
we
and
do.
helpful
So why don't we play
with
one
the
here,
kids and
then we
things
play
like
the other
that.
one
So
and close out at 9 to 11.
I mean, we're very limited on being
No,
in a
so yeah, I was there. I guess they were wondering if you were in a current relationship.
So
and
my
if
whole
that
thing
was.
Do they want to ask her out?
Uh-oh. She be free in a couple
Okay.
months.
Let me see.
That's what I was telling what's her name?
What was your question button?
They want to be able to have an adult lifestyle again. Surrogacy has been
I'll take it back.
We can
Thank
close
you
out with
for
that
me.
one.
For quite so
last
many
lady
years.
here. And then we'll close out with the lady who said thank you for sharing. So
Okay, so I have a question. After a certain period of time, do they have to stop at a certain number of babies that you can carry or to carry? I think that's what they meant.
That's a great
Yes.
question, and yeah.
Well, yeah. So that's why I'm retiring for one, because my body is tired, and most ACRM says the max you can do is 6. But you have to include your actual pregnancy. So whatever you carried on your own, like I have 3 children. This is the 3rd surrogacy journey that totals 6, and so that will retire me out.
So what do your kids say? They know you pregnant.
Yeah, they know I'm pregnant.
So what you gonna
My
do? Bring
kids
home
are
a
very-
cabbage bag?
No. They're very supportive in the surrogacy.
They know.
So they know you at work.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, uh-huh.
They
My
know
son-
that. They know her passion is to
Surrogate,
help
mhm.
families grow.
Yeah.
How old is your
Help
oldest and your youngest?
So my oldest is 21.
Oh, well, they understand. How old is your youngest?
10, and he is so supportive.
Yeah, he's
so
the sweetest of all,
Yes,
like-
he is so.
Cool.
He's a
Sounds
snuggler. He comes and rubs my belly. Like I said, we talked to her, during this time, and no surrogacy journey after it was over was he looking for the baby. Like, what happened to the baby?
Yes.
I just gotta say, times have changed and God is good. Because back in the day, you didn't have nobody to do this. At least you didn't. I don't know nobody who could have done it. I know a lot of people could have done it.
And that's what's so unfortunate
But it's
because
beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yes.
people didn't have the options back in the day,
She's a crybaby.
Yeah, she is a crybaby. Shamea, I would have carried your baby in 8th grade.
I'm glad you did not then.
It would have been cute and crazy.
The Wash Squad says, Shamea, have you thought about how you'll share this with your daughter? My twins are 8 and we are trying to find healthy ways to share this and the right timing. Healthy ways to share it in the right timing. We did speak about that. Shadina is going to get me a book because she's so amazing. Filled with photos of she and I. And it's going to be a personalized storybook that we'll read to her, and she'll eventually read on her own about how she came about. And we'll put her pictures in there too, so it'll be fun. It'll be cute.
We did that.
We did already.
We did that.
No, not that one. Yes, you don't.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Oh, we did.
That's the one.
Okay.
I had a story. That's why.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much. I pinned Dr. Berman's information below. Please reach out to her for any additional questions. She is really worth every dime, and she's amazing. Thank you so much for being here.
It worked.
Of course, if you want to be a
30
surrogate, go ahead and call Shadina. Hit her up. Surrogacy Miracles. Bye.
She got, well, you got it.